I built a ramp. I'm starting to paint it now. I happen to find a color that matches the way I paint my bodies. So in this video, I'm gonna finish painting this up. Sorry if you hear that in the background, it's my fan. It's warm, so I need my fan on. So yeah, I'm starting to paint it. I'm gonna get a piece of cardboard, cut random shapes out, so I kind of do my camo pattern that I like to do on my trucks. And then in this video, we're gonna test this ramp out. I'm gonna use my Outcast 8S first, just because I have the most experience with that truck. I've had countless packs through it. I know how it handles, and it's one of the heavier trucks I have. So hitting this full bore, I'm gonna put it through its paces. And if it stays together, we're gonna hit it with the Redcat in this video too. I can't tell you the angle of the pitch or whatever. There's a guy, I'm gonna put his name on screen, edit chef, put his name here. I was just curious on like how you would get the curve, because I never built a ramp before. And he had an ingenious idea where you would put a screw in a corner of the plywood, and then at the end you get a piece of PVC pipe and you pull it and you find the angle you want, and you put a screw in the middle and it holds that angle, and you just trace it with a marker and then cut it. So again, I forget what his name is. I'll link him in the description to that video. That's the one issue I had. I was like, I want to make sure I have an okay angle. From the angle of this, I think it's going to be good, but we'll see. I also have an idea to make this adjustable up and down. That's down the road. But yeah, I got a couple 2x4s on the bottom that rigging it up. And these are 1x1 like poles you'd put for a handrail, like a railing on on a patio and stuff. So I think all the wood together, because I did have a 2x4 here, so I needed an extra one. I think it was like 150 bucks. And this is doubled up here. So yeah, we'll be good. I forgot to factor in that when you put the bend in it, it's gonna take more material. So this is one layer to about here, and then it's double, but I think it's gonna be okay, because this is where the hardcore pitch is, right here. So the truck's gonna hit here, and then right when it hits that boom area, it's already doubled up to the top. So, but if we crack it or whatever at the bottom, we'll put another piece. That was just my math not mathing. I forgot to factor in that you're gonna lose some or gain some when you do the whoop. So yeah, let me get the painting. You guys are here to see sends. Hopefully it sends well, we'll see. So let me get the painting and wait for the sun to go down a little bit, and then we'll get this bad boy out and do some jumps. Boom, all painted up. So obviously kind of went with my color scheme like I like to do in my bodies. I didn't go like too crazy with like detail and stuff, just cut some holes in some cardboard and did that. This looks weird. It's actually a textured paint. I was thinking about grip tape, but like I had this stuff laying around. So you spray this, it kind of feels like sandpaper now. So it gives it some grip. It's still wet, I'm gonna let it dry. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I kind of just went over it a couple times. Like I said, I was worried about coverage. I was more worried about getting some grit on there, which actually feels pretty legit. It's like a fine sandpaper almost. Kind of like grip tape, really. But I'm gonna let this dry. And for you guys, it'll be a couple seconds. For me, I'm gonna go inside, escape the heat a little bit. It's not too bad in the shop, actually. That big ass fan I got does wonders. But yeah, I'm hanging out here. Just gonna wait for it to dry. Find a good spot to test this bad boy out and start launching. All right, so it pulled over here, no problem. Held together, which is good. There's plenty of screws in it. I had to put a piece of wood under it just to keep it a little level. I have an idea for that. But we're gonna run up from my air conditioner and see what happens. I'm hoping that it's enough where you get a good pop up, you get a bunch of air, but also get distance. But we're gonna start with the Outcast, just because, like I said in the beginning of this video, I have the most time with this truck, so I'm curious to see how it handles it, and it's one of my heavier trucks, so I think that'd be perfect to test it with. I can't compare it to the Redcat because this M2C 800 kV Max 5, like, it's an animal that's more stock. So this is just test the ramp and see how the Redcat holds up, if the ramp holds up. So let's go.
Signal lost.
Double. Oh yeah. So, and yes, we are hucking the flat. That's what we do. That thing's gonna be good. I might angle it up just a little bit more for a little more air. All right, we're gonna do one more with the Outcast and then get the Redcat. And look at the ramp. All right, so we're gonna expect the ramp. I think should be fine, but yeah, we might angle it up a little bit to get a little more air. I have an idea for that. You guys will see that in a future video. But test one with the Outcast, not bad. And again, yes, we are hucking the flat. So, all right. So this is the Redcat Vigilante, 10,000 mile, 120C packs. I did put screens on the fans because last time I ran it, they did fill up, which I normally do on all my ESCs. And then I put 20 million in the center and braced the motor with a piece of foam. Overall, that's all stock now. Besides that, I do want to thicken the front, but I'm kind of curious to see how it jumps. Again, I can't compare it to that because that's just max. So 20 mil in the center, and that's pretty much it. That's just stock. I do want to thicken up the dips though, but let's see how she does. Not bad. Again, that was the first little jump. Let's see how she does. Ugh. Ugh. And that's punch level 4. I would be surprised if something didn't break on that hit. Really? Nothing broke? How? Dude, no way. Nothing broke. Didn't have enough air control. I gotta thicken these stiffs up bad. I mean, like, you want to test it, we're hucking it to flat. Dude, not even my front bumper's broken. I did lose my antenna tube. My biggest issue with this truck is my antenna tube does not like to stay on. And this is the first real hits it's been taken. And how? I did puncture the hole in the body, but that was just straight flat on its roof. The diff sound good. I don't know how that didn't break yet. I'm not even trying. Like I said, I have to thicken these diffs. They're way too thin. Let's see if I can hit it this way. Uh-oh. Oh, I tried to save it. I might have broke it just now. I hit the brake to try to flip it forward. It rotated too fast. I think I might have heard something snap. No. No. Wait. Yeah, we broke a little piece of the bulkhead there where it holds the front pin in, but I don't blame the truck on that. And this arm here is snapped, but I heard that snap. That's justified. I need to thicken these diffs bad. Once the diffs are thickened, and we bent a dry shaft right there. See it? Honestly, I'm actually surprised this all happened. I think first test on this ramp has been pretty good. Hopefully I get some good shots. All right, we're gonna do one little one because I want to break it too much right now. Yeah, once we thicken those diffs up, and I'll be able to, because right now when it's in the air, if I give her throttle and stuff, it don't want to do nothing. It will rotate like halfway and get stuck. Excuse me. So I feel like if we thicken up the diffs, it's kind of what I had to do with the Outcast. Thicken up the diffs front and rear. We should be able to get the rotation I want and air control. But the fact that I took those hard hits, we'll go over some damage after this, but right there I had a little bit. And listen, I let off the throttle right before I hit the ground. Woo. I'm curious to see how grippy this is with this paint on it. Because like I said, this paint is like a texture. Yeah, seems good. Right there I had a little bit, but like I said, I don't have that crazy punch I'm used to. Dude, this thing's sick. Absolutely sick. As soon as I could figure out how to keep my antenna from coming out, and like I said, we'll do a damage report, but we did break this arm, but it's actually, I'm surprised it's not like broken, because that was a hard hit. And then there's these ears right here, snapped off on the bottom. Not a big deal though. And bent a drive shaft, big whoop. And those are hard hits. It was just because I couldn't control it with throttle in the air. The brake I can, but that's why I tried to save it when it was leaning forward that time. Honestly, this thing's badass. And like I said, the brakes we had, I'm not worried about. Like those, that hit over there, I heard it crack. That hit so hard. I'm surprised it's still holding together with that broken. I like the way the chassis is designed. I know people are like, oh, it's like an X-Max. Well, you know, there's enough different where they're not getting sued, so. And honestly, I think this handles better than an X-Max. Yeah, once we get the diffs thickened up, I think this thing's gonna be unstoppable. Beautiful. Absolute beast. Hopefully that GoPro caught something. I got to work on my angles. Again, it's the first test with the new ramp that I just built. So this is the end of the video. We're going to go over some damage. This one did break. That one is just a tank. But from what I see, not really that bad. That one hit, I thought the whole one side was gone. We did poke a hole in the body, but that's just what happens to my bodies. My paint still looks good, even with the hole poked through. Got my paint on there, got my paint back here. Look at that, that paint job's looking good. So let's get into the shop and take a look at it. All right, so sorry again for the fan in the background, but I need that on so I don't die. So again, arm snap there, which again, justified break. That hit was insane. And then, I don't know if you guys can see, let me try to get up in there. Right up here, looks like it's part of the shock tower where this pin goes through for this upper arm. Two of the ears snapped off. Not a big deal after that hit. And then obviously we bent some drive shafts, but that's just what I do. But looking over the rest of the truck, there's no issues. Nothing in the rear. Dude, that one hit when it landed completely upside down on the roof, I could have swore that was the end of the run. Sorry, all the shaking. 100% could have swore that was the end of the run. The rear held up good. It looks like the rear is built a little different than the front, obviously for steering and stuff, but maybe not. But yeah, so an arm, and it looks like a shock tower for those ears. And that's it. Like, some of those hits were insane. And the fact that the center drive shaft didn't bend, that's crazy. Yeah, absolute beast, man. My biggest issue with this truck is this. My antenna tube keeps coming off. And if that's the biggest issue I ever had, that's great. Diffs still sound good. I am 100% gonna thicken up these diffs. No, there's very little throttle control in the air. Brake, I can, like that when we smashed the front end, I tried to save it. I tried to throttle up, but it didn't work, so I tried to rotate forward, but I over-rotated because I'm not used to this truck yet, and slammed. But even if I over-rotated and I hit the gas, I want to be able to save it anyway. So I'm definitely going to thicken these diffs up. It is on max, it's punch level 4, but it needs thicker diff juice, front and rear. So I'm going to order those parts up, maybe a couple extra things from Redcat. And then when those come in, we're going to thicken up the diffs and fix it. It's still drivable. Like, I did a few more jumps with it like this. The way this is built is pretty nice, because like I said, the arms just pulled out like up and like broke, but it still ran fine. If I wasn't really looking, I wouldn't even notice until like probably a day or two later. But everything else is held up really good. Yeah. And obviously the Outcast is the Outcast. That thing's a freaking tank. That thing's upgraded to, the only thing that's not upgraded on that thing is probably the steering servo. It's the first stock steering servo that came with the RTRs, which is nuts. But yeah, so we're gonna order up parts for this. We're going to, yeah, I was painting again. We're going to, when those come in, thicken up the diffs. It definitely needs it. Hopefully that fixes my air control issue with the throttle. Brake, not an issue. Throttle, and if that doesn't work, maybe we'll throw some backflips on here, because I do have a brand new set of backflips, and see if that helps with air control. Because I don't know if it's the tires do balloon now, but I don't know. It's just, I'm gonna thicken up the diffs first, and if I still have an issue, we're gonna throw backflips on and see if the tire change. You should probably do tires and then diffs, but either way, I'm gonna thicken them up. So. But absolute beast. So I'm going to order some dry shafts, and I'll probably order a whole set of arms just because, and shocks, no bent shocks. Dude, this thing's sick. The way this thing handles just driving is awesome. And once I figure out the throttle in the air issue, so I can actually level it out a little better, it's going to be unstoppable, I think. Absolute beast. So like and subscribe. We're gonna keep working on that ramp. I have an idea so I can pitch it up, because I want to get more air time. It gets up there, don't get me wrong, cameras don't do it justice, but I want to be able to adjust it up so I can do super launches and then normal for like normal launches. So yeah, I'm pumped. I am extremely impressed with this, and like I said, justified brakes, I can't hold it against the truck. Those hits are nuts, and the fact that like, I'm almost lost the words. The way it landed upside down, I could have swore it folded or something. No, it just was like, all right, let's keep going. Impressive. So like and subscribe, follow along. We got more stuff coming. We're gonna hit that ramp with nitros and stuff. Good times.